Hey yo, everyone, I'm live right now. Welcome home, everyone. This time it actually hasn't been a bit because I streamed the day before yesterday. Crazy, there's no word in English for that. In Germany, we would say vorgestern. Yeah, pre-yesterday. But in English, I have to say the day before yesterday. It's so awkward. Anyways, what are we doing tonight? Tonight, yeah, of course. We're playing more Hollow Knight Silksong, and I say more, despite the fact that I'm starting a new file. So yeah, that's how that's gonna go. All right. Let me quickly mute the Discord. And actually, I don't need to mute the server. Sorry, I just quickly need to switch. Yeah. Alright. Anyways, let's just jump right into it. I think there isn't much need to hold on, to wait and hold off. Because, we're not gonna talk why. Alright. I'm gonna turn off this music. I find it very fascinating, this song. It's TV no Tomo channel Wii OST. So, you know, some sort of abandoned WiiWare application where you could check like the Japanese TV channels and what kind of content they would play. But the song is very relaxing, and isn't that the main thing? Isn't that all we care about, really? Alright, we're gonna play Hollow Knight Steel Soul. I'm assuming the stream is gonna last for at least 45 minutes. Past that, I'm gonna have to see how I'm feeling. Just the usual. They see your beauty, so frail and fine. They see your peace, woven of faith and toil. They forget your heart, bound in slumber and servitude. When you wake, they shall see your truth, a beast's nature bare to all. Yeah, I think this is quite interesting. I mean, the fact that there hasn't been a Mossback video on Hollow Knight Silksong lore yet kind of makes it a lot more difficult for people, you know? Act 1. Farloom. It's a bit misleading considering the well, actually, no. I just thought about it. Actually, this is way more genius than I thought. You know, it says Act 1 Farloom, right? That's because Act 2 is the Citadel. And the game makes a purposeful distinction between the Citadel and Farloom, you know? Just as the poem did in the beginning. You know? It says a beast's nature bare to all, you know, Farloom's folly, that underneath all the beauty and pizzazz of the Citadel and the state religion, that it's nothing but a facade. Farloom is not the Citadel. Farloom is its own place. It's kind of what the game is about, you know? Revisiting those past memories later on in the game. It seems as though the world before the Citadel moved in is a huge focus of the narrative, which can't go underappreciated. Which kind of doesn't go in line with the rest of the game, which is largely critical of religion. Unless this is like a pro-pagan game, which would also... Team Cherry just are neo-pagans. I don't know why, but that just seems very funny. Just to think of the existence of someone being a neo-pagan. I think there are people who are like that, but I think it's just posers, I'm gonna be honest. I think many neo sort of ideologies are... They're rather like performative, I would say. And people act like they're neo-Victorians or something, but you're not really neo-Victorians. These aren't honest belief systems. These are games to people. Anyways, I've gone way off track. Let's collect this rosary bead. It's actually a rosary string. A single rosary bead would not be worth going down for. Alright, I'm gonna kill myself. This is awesome. Second lap, baby. Happens to the best of us. See how smooth that was? That was sick, right? This time I needn't go the secret path. I can just go the top path right away. There's some sort of movement tech with the downward strike that I'm not quite skillful enough to pull off. So basically you downward strike closer to the ground, but you just you let go of the joystick and neutral jump. But I just find that movement to be very uncomfortable on my hands. Yeah, these creatures never stood a chance, really. I don't know what they were even thinking being born. Personally, I wouldn't have done that in their position, but what do I know? What do I know? I'm just the best person to ever live. You know, just objectively. Wow, okay. I got that little moss guy. He never stood a chance. I hate little small critter creatures. I don't think they deserve anything. Oh yeah, right, this jump is a bit awkward. What's up, big boy? Okay, I fucked that up. Got it. I've got 2 moss sprays. It's interesting, British people do say bray. Like Burberry. Vren. Fren. Hornet is like Tumblr user girl. Fren. He is Fren, looking like a dog. Alright. Can you like stop? Yeah, I don't care that your blood pressure is low, Hornet. I don't care. Oh, by the way, I can pop this rosary string. Because it's steel soul. I don't care about beads. I care about strings. Those only really matter in operational modes where you can die. Thank you for going to this direction. There's no way I'm dying on the fucking Moss Mother. Alright. Dang. Come on. That was quick. That was pretty sick, right? Come on, that was good. Come on, that was good, right? You can applaud me for that. You can clap in my chat. That kind of rhymed, like barely, but you know, almost. All right. Oh, I'm not feeling very well. Ooh. Ooh. Garama. I wonder what Garama means. That's a consistent sound effect, you know, considering all the other sound effects Hornet makes are random whenever she does them. She always says Garama when challenging someone. Alright, now we're gonna get clobbered. Ouch! Stop that. Stop bonking me. I won't have you dying on my floor. Timian. She always sounds a bit Vietnamese when she says that. That's fine. That's like fine, you know. She's like, that's fine. That's fine. Timian. There's a few good ones. Alright. Alright, definitely don't want to fall in this hole. I'd have to backtrack through the whole thing. Oh yeah, alright. Welcome to Bone Bottom. Bone Bottom. I've got quite the bony bottom. That actually sounds like I have a very small ass. That's what I assume a bony bottom would be. Oh no, it's a scary enemy. Whatever shall I do? Wait, isn't there like a secret over here? There isn't. I'm crazy. I'm going insane. Ah! I should be sent to an insane asylum. It's a very interesting word. We don't really use the word asylum anymore, outside of insane asylums. What's up, big man? Dude, that was kind of clean. Not gonna lie, that was pretty clean. Got him. Alright. Let's see if I can do it this time. It's not because I actually do want to skip, it's because I find it marginally interesting. Let's see. Can I do the skip? I assume probably not. But who knows? Okay, that was a miss. That was swing and a miss. Okay, this is kind of hard. The speedrunners make it look really easy. Oh my god, I actually did it. Holy! I've never done this. Oh my god. That's awesome. Ushkaloa. Oh! Poshanka. I always think she says Ushanka, like the Russian hat with the flappy ears. Alright. Alright, Shakira. Kraki! Yeah, that is quite cracking. Do I want to unlock this shortcut? I think I do. There's no way. Okay. I can't get back. Just a bit of a shortcut might... They should do Fun and Funny. I don't think I've literally never done that. I've just seen people do it. Well, to be completely fair, I also have not tried speedrunning this game ever. Goodbye. Alright, now we're going into Moss Home. Beautiful singing voice. Do you want to hear me sing, chat? Lie. No, I'm not gonna sing. I don't think I don't think I'd be very good at that. I'm gonna be honest, that's not one of my skill sets. I'm good at whistling. That's something I can do, but singing, never been my strong suit. I think she has a very funny sound clip. I guess, I don't know, I say she to this enemy, despite them probably being genderless. Non-binary icon. Oh no, I'm about to die. Whatever shall I do? I'm so scared. I need a steel soul, but it's like, I'm in Moss Home. I'm in Moss Grotto, it's not Moss Home. Moss Home is something else, I think. Not sure, actually. What is Moss Home? Anyways, let's make this jump. I'm a big switch flipper, I'll have you know. I'm big into flipping switches. Alright, now I'm gonna go into this secret location. I almost fell down last time. See, there's some rosaries here, and by some rosaries, I mean like 2 that are laying on the ground. I found $2. Actually, there are some more. Also, Team Cherry, I love the very on-the-nose metaphor, where the rosary beads are used both as a show of faith and are used as currency. So the wealthy are seen as more faithful, therefore they're deserving of their wealth. It's a clever way of handling class conflict. I gotta hand it to the Citadel. Quite clever, a lot of their tactics. I mean, they do have God on their side, which is, you know, it's quite convenient. Definitely makes life easier if you have a God being on your side. But, you know, yeah, not all Nepo babies succeed, you know? I recently saw this awesome YouTube short of like Grand Poober talking about the first Nepo baby speedrunner. He speedrun like Donkey Kong Bonanza with his like son who's like 6 or something. And I just find that concept very funny. We're gonna have Nepo baby YouTubers. I can't think of any examples as of now, you know? I think we're still quite a ways off of that development. At least so far. Come on! I thought I could perfectly time that. I didn't even know if that's a thing. If like perfectly timing it is a thing that you can even do. Queso. She really wants queso. Spanish enemy who wants cheese. I actually really don't want to kill this fly, this mosquito. Alright, damage me, it's fine. I'll forgive you. Can you come here? Oh yes. Okay, apparently he cannot come here. Thank you. Actually, no, I want to go this way. I wanted to jump to the left there, but then I noticed that there's no reason for me to go there. Come on, that was kind of sick. I kind of bodied him. He never really stood a chance. Alright. Let's sit down. I'll go ahead and purchase the maps just to be thorough. Yes, guys. Alright, let's just get a few maps. Obtained a map. Alright. I think I'm not that lost. I think I can go without the quill. I'm gonna see, right? Because I heard there's a secret thing where if you fight Robio, which is a boss that appears way later in the game, if you fight Robio without obtaining the quill, you can get a red quill, which is, you know, it's a fancy skin, and you know, vanity items are the most important thing ever. Come on. I can never handle her spit globules. Come on, that was kind of sick. Yeah, she never stood a chance, man. She never stood a chance. Okay, that was honestly kind of pathetic. Don't worry, this is all relevant for later. I'm gonna have so many rosaries that I'm gonna be swimming in it. We're gonna be the wealthiest bug in all of Hallownest. I'm gonna be such a capitalist. You know, I came here to Farloom not to disturb the capitalist order, but, you know, to remove authoritarianism. I am the CIA. A choral commandment. A royal decree. Oop. Hey, you thought I was gonna get hit by the spikes there, didn't you? Unless you like don't know Silksong and are just watching it because you like Mycromator. Which is fair. Thank you for being here, and if that's the case. Alright. Ooh, dangerous enemy. And by dangerous, I mean, like, not dangerous in the slightest. And you gotta try to make it more seem more exciting than it is. They get to... dude, the beads are so annoying. They get scattered everywhere. Like... On my first playthrough, I got the rosary magnet. I equipped it and I never looked back. I don't think I equipped it a single time. All right, let's get the silk shot now. Or actually, it's not called that. Actually, don't. What is this ability called? Let's have a look. We'll find out. Silk spear? Maybe silk spear. I feel like it could be silk spear. I don't know what that sound was. Whoopsie daisies. Something about my windows doesn't seem right. That's not. There's a problem for later. I forgot to check what the ability is called. It is actually the silk spear. Yep. Alright, get fucked, idiot. I love how many enemies get one shot by it. They never even stood a chance. And another frayed rosary string we're gonna pop immediately, just to be wealthy. I love being upper class. I love being posh, as the Brits would call it. In game, of course. I mean, we all know that no one who live streams is poor. Oh, actually, I don't know why I'm talking to her. See, you know, because I played through this yesterday, I recall that there was a secret thing here. Now, if I go into this little crevice, look, he has a mossberry in his mouth. A scrumptious, delicious mossberry. And now I've got 3, and if I go back, I can accept the quest and instantly fulfill it. The thing is, I was gonna say it so I don't have to go in here twice, but I am kind of in this room the second time, so you know, berry picking. All right. Okay, I need to talk again. There, have your moss berries. She's going kind of crazy with it. I just noticed that she's squatting. I thought she had like 4 arms. But no, she's like squatting in front of the pot. Which honestly, that seems like an awesome way to cook soup. I love cooking soup from time to time. But usually I do it while standing. Man. Maybe I gotta start cooking perpetual stews. Wait, wasn't there one guy on like TikTok or something who made a perpetual stew? It's a very funny concept. I mean, it works. The flavor you built is very rich and complex. Or it sounds like she's sneezing there. Which perhaps she is. Alright. Now we're actually going to get into something exciting. The moment we've all been waiting for. I know, we're in Tutorial Island. It's going to get a whole lot more exciting later. Alright, what's up, bellboy? My cutie patootie. He's such a cutie patootie. Alright, that is less cute of him. That's not cutie patootie behavior. I don't like you hitting me. He's gonna be saying, I did not hit her. That was cringe, I'm sorry I said that. I don't like your crawling attack. You act very much like a pill bug when you do that, Mr. Cutie. Even if that even is your real name. Okay, this is kind of scary. I kind of messed up. I need to like pay attention and watch out. Actually, I love this song. The fact that he's the first boss just makes me too comfortable. He does deal 2 masks of damage at once, so there very much is still a threat, or at least could be. Okay, I'm 1 hit away. Come on, it's gonna be a tall one? No. That was actually a crawly. Come on, do another jump attack. Do one of your famous jump attacks. That's not one of your famous jump attacks. That's one of your famous jump attacks. I'm looking to get some silk. I swear to God, if I die to Bellboy. Alright, thank God. Thank God. See how I'm going in aggressively again? Alright. that was a little bit more edging than I appreciate. He looks so much like a little pill bug there. I love you, Bellboy. And I know you're a girl, but you're gonna be Bellboy in my heart forever. This ability is always so random. It's called the Silk Heart. It like gives you like 2 strands of silk that you can always replenish. Here's the thing, like I played this and I watched one of my friends play it. Like the first time I got this I was like, what does this ability even do? It's such a marginal upgrade. Like they make it seem so important because you go through this whole section. I guess it's like kind of story relevant, but no. But no. Also noticed that last time the game was way too quiet. And I may have overcorrected, so now you may not be able to hear me properly, which would be very unfortunate. But I can't tell because I don't have a chat. At least no one's like chatting. Man, stream's been going so much easier ever since I started hiding view count again. Alright. That was rather successful, I'd say. Alright. Get up, lazy bum. I'm gonna pop in to the marrow real quick. First I'm gonna give you a little pet. Come on, react. Come on, react. There you go. It does kind of look like I'm beating my son. Which, don't get me wrong, that is what I'm doing, but I'm doing it in a kind and light-hearted way. I love how he gets scared the shit out of. Really is one of the all-time great moments of this game. It really isn't. It's not like one of the highlights. I can see why this game took 7 years. Yeah, that animation was highly complex. Alright, let's get the magnetite brooch. Big fan of this one. I actually don't have enough for this. The Lost Fleas. You can get this quest from here? That's kind of crazy. Alright. Well, as I'll pick up all these quests for now. All the ones I can pick up. Alright. Unfortunately, it will be a little bit until the next exciting section again. I'm quite sorry about this. I mean, I could try fighting the guy, you know, the big man. But, here's the thing. If I win, the reward is, like, okay. But if I lose, I have to restart the whole thing again. Which is just a bit rough. I mean, I can show you the dude I could have fought. But I watched the world record speedrunner of this game die to him, like, twice today. I guess it's former world record. I guess Blue isn't world record holder anymore. Having a lot of trouble speaking today. I was gonna say for some discernible reason. I actually do not have a discernible reason. It's not like I'm going in here piss drunk streaming. You know, that may be a good idea. Not that it'd make the stream better, but it'd make the streaming experience better. Alright, big fan of crushing skulls. Not a big fan of this room, I will say. Come on! Really? I bounced off, but it didn't count for anything. I love using the Silk Spear. I feel so powerful. You know, like, I didn't even get anything from killing that enemy, except, you know, the feeling of superiority. Which I long for all day, every day. But that's something I should clear up with a licensed professional. And that guy is marginally scary because he does deal 2 massive damage. But as long as I'm at 3, I feel comfortable, you know? Alright, we're going in for lap 2, everyone. Lap 2. Where's Lakitu counting my next lap? Alright. I do love just the unnecessary backflips. Like, you know, or there really is no reason for you to backflip up to that platform when you grab onto the side of it. Awoo! Awooga. Awoo! Big fan of those little flea guys. Even though I'm not a big man, I'm a big fan. Oh yeah, right, I need to take his garments. I don't like him being nude. It looks weird. It looks strange to me. To me, Ian. Looks strange to me, Ian. I don't know. I can't get a fucking sound clip of Hornet out of my brain. But it's kind of cool how, you know, there's one of the first quests you'll encounter in this game is having to make corpses naked, which I don't know what Team Cherry was on about when they thought that that would be appropriate. Desecrating the dead. That's a new low. Even for our organization. Alright, that was a new low for me, for my organization. The Mycromator Stream Corporation. Actually, you know, my stream was actually bought by private equity last year. Most people don't know this, but they offered me like a sandwich, and I accepted because, you know, why not? She's gonna blow! Oh, man. Yeah. I recently saw a guy walk around with a backpack that said, "I have a bomb." And I just really want to imagine that person going into an airport. Like, do they have the balls for it? I mean, they have the balls to walk around it just normally. I mean, maybe they did have a bomb and just didn't, you know, explode it. Which, honestly, I am quite appreciative of. I would have found it rather disgruntling if they did utilize that explosive. I love how if you don't punch this wall, it seems like this room just has 3 rosary beads. Very much worthwhile a visit. Alright. Getting some more rosaries in here. These are going to fly after me. My servants are going to pick it up. Man, it's so hard to really be funny when there's no one in chat to riff off of. But that's the game you play. That's what I signed up for. That's a few backflips I just did there. Yeah, just casual backflips, you know. Not a big deal to me. Right, at the boss fight, I may possibly fight. Let's have a look at this guy. See, he's pretty big, right? He's kind of scary. And I don't like him. He's scary. I don't like him. He makes me scared. Alright. I'm gonna go into here. Take a little sit down on his bench, you know. A little bit of an ass chill. It's made of metal and it's a cold cave. That was smooth. I can even take the big guy's shawl. Alright, I guess I can see that big guy's asshole. I don't want to talk to you, Grindel. The straight pin. Is there a... You know, I don't need to finish the joke. Wait. I think there was something. Give me a second. I think I could go in here. Oh my god, you could! I have no idea how I remembered this. I think I saw this on like a random speedrun. Apparently, yeah, that's actually a pretty generous respawn. I thought it respawned me like from where I fell, which would have been kind of awesome. It would have been quite generous, you know. Very intense music here. But I do find it quite strange because the rest of the marrow doesn't really have music. It really only comes in once you get to the lava place. Which is rather unfortunate considering it's one room. And this room you traverse to get to the deep docks, at which point you're no longer in the marrow. See, like even deep docks enemies are already here. Come on. Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. Not corroboration, cooperation. I am unable to speak on this matter. I'm not an expert, I'll have you know. Wait, do I have... No, I don't. I was gonna say, do I have any rosary strings to pop, but I do not. The deep cocks. We're in there. We're deep in there. We're already basically halfway through the game at this point. I think this bench is real. I'm not sure. I think it is. Yes, it is a real bench. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, really. Oh. Oh, the bench is already there. I was having too much fun. I was too busy being full of whimsy, you know. Just imagine me with a propeller hat and a lollipop right now. That's how I was. Before I was so rudely interrupted by the bench. What's up, Chakra? Los Cago. Carquena. Alright, let's get the Deep Cocks map. That's a pretty huge throbber if you need a map to navigate it. I'm sorry. I should stop talking. Actually, I shouldn't. Wait, what happens if you stand on it while it moves out? I jumped! No! No! I was... I think it's a lot less interesting. I think you just sort of stay in place. It's a pretty scary place, really. How did the flea even navigate all the way here? If you're just confident, those enemies really are not scary in the slightest. Which is it's a very stupid thing to say, considering like confidence is not being scared of something. So yeah, if you're not scared of them, you know, those enemies aren't really scary. Oh god. That flea's a freak. Actually, I do want to go back. I want to donate real quick. I love how she raises her hand like she's hailing a taxi. Let's go back to Bone Bottom. When are we getting Bone Top, though? Man, I'm yawning. This shit's boring. This stream is just not interesting. I'm kidding. I like this game. And I think this time I'm actually going to get past the part I failed at last time. Wait, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to do this. The reward is pretty stupid, but I'm going to have to do it eventually. Considering one of the achievements is 100% completing on Steel Soul, which I can't even begin to imagine how long that'll take. She's got the hops. Hoppies. It's like uppies, but you're hopping. Ada. Dude, that backflip is just so unnecessary, Hornet. Like, who are you impressing with this? Who are you impressing by spinning around? Maybe Hornet just really loves spinning around. Have we considered that? Everything gets so much easier once you start using Silk Spear. Actually, I was gonna say I don't need to be here yet, but there really is no reason for me not to be here either. Let's just get it over with. There's gonna be a little enemy encounter coming up, so a bit of an excitement, chat. Can you believe it? Mycromator Silksong stream being exciting? You better believe it. Okay, that was stupid. You should not have done that to me. That was mean. Come on, stop blocking my projectiles, man. I think it's rude of you to block my projectiles, frankly. These are kind of hard to miss, the straight pins. Oh my god, I'm kind of taking damage right now. This is like marginally scary. Alright, let's like lock in. as I said, it's marginally scary. I know streamers playing up the fear factor to make a stream seem exciting. All right. I like how the previous rotation was just far more difficult than this one. Wait, is there another one after this? I think it's the last enemy, yeah. We got it. We got it cleanly. No witnesses. Hornet leaves no witnesses. Okay, and my platforming game is not, it's not it. It's not it. Let's have a little bit of a city sit. A sit and protest, I guess. I didn't even know what Hornet would be protesting for. How nest citizens' rights in Farloom. Though I guess in Farloom no one has rights, so that's fair. You've already failed 3 attempts on Steel Soul. Yeah, it's... I mean, did you get far? I'm interested. Also, welcome home, Salmon. Come on. Oh. These enemies can be marginally fear-inducing. Come on, yeah. Alright, let's get our Silk upgrade. Not as far as me. Damn, did you die to Bell Beast? I'm not that far into the game yet. I mean, I'm intending to go all the way. Come on, how did I miss you? Oh, wow. Ooh, Raul. You know, I almost died to Bell Beast earlier. He's kind of tough. He got cocky and tried to fight the ant guy. Yeah, that's a... Here's the thing, I was thinking about doing it, but then I remembered that, like, the reward is, getting to enter the ant area, where you're also likely to die if you don't have dash. So perhaps it's better to just go for the dash. That was my thinking. I did actually defeat ant guy without dashing today. Because I'm trying to do a speedrun save to get the achievement. But here's the thing, like, when you're not on Steel Soul, you get to play way more confidently. You're not scared to pull crazy maneuvers, right? The Silk Spirit basically never comes out if you're playing on Steel Soul, that's the thing. I mean, I can't wait to get Threadstorm. I love Threadstorm. That's like the only one I actually love using of the spells. I was never much of a spell guy on Hollow Knight either, in the original one. Alright, let's get dash. Actually, first, let's purchase some things. I think I have enough money. I want to buy the upgraded tools. And I can return here later to get more stuff when I Yeah, on your speedrun time, you learn that some of the bosses are extremely easy once you've learned them. Yeah, that's for sure. That's why I think this is possible. I think this game is... It's ridiculously hard, but for the most part, just on your first attempt. It gets much easier later on. I also got the added benefit that I didn't like the downwards pogos of any of the other crests. So I just played Hunter the entire time on my 100% save. So now I'm deeply and intimately familiar with how to play Hunter's Crest. Which is very convenient for when you're starting a lot of save files. I thought, oh damn. How much does the straight needle cost, I wonder? Not cost. I mean, do in damage. Okay. Really? I missed that platform is what you're telling me? Oh wait, this is the most unnecessary room in the game. Like, what is the point of this? These two guys are just chilling, and I'm just disturbing their afternoon. They're on break. I just went into the staff-only room in Walmart and started harassing the employees. Which honestly, they deserve it. I was trying to get a lift up on the elevator, but yeah, about that. That is like among the most unnecessary things in the game, I feel. I do like this elevator though. You used to also use Hunter for the second Lace fight because it just made sense to use Hornet, normal crest, on the big story fight. They just kept using it throughout Act 3. Did you run Wanderers previously, or what did you go for? I feel like so many people go for Wanderers, and then wonder why the game feels so ridiculously hard. Yeah, you have 0 range. Of course the game feels hard. Oh, you used Beast? Damn, I feel like you're the first person I talked to that actually used Beast Crest. It seems like one I'd be interested in. I just don't like the heal. The deer never stood a chance. I love attacking the wildlife, you know. I truly am the meat industry is what I am. Which is a bit strange considering they're made of bone, but bear with me. Look, it's a scar. I don't know why he's there. I guess just to add a little bit of flavor. I wonder, can you even fight that guy? I mean, it does add flavor. I mean, I definitely feel a citrusy kick from seeing him. That was a bit scary. Wait, is there like a secret path here? That looks like a perfect nook to hide a secret path. That's a perfectly hornet-shaped hole. That's where they're gonna put the Godmaster DLC content. I'm honestly so disappointed that Godhome, or whatever the equivalent is gonna be DLC. I was honestly looking forward to refighting all the bosses. Because some of them I just beat first try, so like I barely even remember them. It's honestly tough to use. You often find yourself struggling with Beast, switching to Hunter or Wanderer, and then winning in under 3 tries. Yeah, I mean, it is a tough quest to use. I think it deals more damage on the swing, is what I'm guessing. Alright, I'm unlocking this bench. Actually, I have no idea why I'm unlocking this bench. There's literally no reason for me to do that. I'm playing on Steel Soul. I could save some money. Okay, that was a bit cringe. A bit lax of me, you could say. Okay. We're gonna get into the part I died to last time. But this time I'm going to do much better. I actually died to this arena, but that's because I was messing around. I was trying to use Silk Spear, I was trying to use the straight needle, I was acting too cool, you know? Okay, I'm still acting too cool. Why am I using straight needle when I'm right next to him? Alright. Come at me. Now, these guys can be marginally scary if you don't just hit them instantly. Oh no, okay. That was kind of scary, actually. I keep saying scary, which, I mean, really can't offer much more in commentary. I did it this time. It's actually easy if you don't do dumb shit, you know? You think the worst part about it is the design, like thematically and visual and sound design? It shouts aggressive, but you gotta be really focused and careful because of the heal. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's a good point. Activate the big ball. I don't want to be crushed by balls. I know some people would disagree with me here, but I personally am not desiring that fate of being crushed by massive balls. By the rocks balls. I think it's a rosary string? Yeah. It's kind of funny. If you're in Steel Soul, you can just pop them right away. They're like candy to you. You're in a bit of an awkward place. Alright. I've actually made it to dash this time. That's awesome. I love making it to dash. Truly dashing. No, just think of that one meme of like the monkeys sitting around a table in like suits. Have you tried the bananas, darling? They're dashing. Daughter of a distant land, we who have waited long, bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. I mean, you say you've waited long, but like, didn't all the weavers leave? That's my understanding of the story here. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong, but I feel like you didn't wait. That's like the whole thing. You kind of all fled because you didn't like Big Mommy Silk. You didn't, you know, mommy issues. Yeah, the first game was about daddy issues, and now we've got mommy issues in this game. Alright. Oh! I love him. He's such a cutie patootie. Ah, boy. Actually, I'm gonna refill my needle. It's actually not a needle, it's a pin. Excuse me, Mycromator. It's actually a pin. Some of them escaped, others didn't manage to? I guess so. I know Widow, like, returned. I think that's, like, one of the ones that's here, and First Sinner was, like, locked up. Alright, where am I going? I'm going straight. I almost just committed. I would have fallen into the lava. Actually, you know, let's get the better one. Let's get the better one. What's up, Forged Daughter? I don't have enough money? Come on. I don't have enough money? Are you poor shaming me? Damn. Damn. I went bad for bad with her and I lost. I really love this Lumafly thing she's doing there. I think this like implies that Lace helped Hornet escape at the beginning of the game. And because she controls them and like one of those Lumaflies is what broke the cage. Alright, what's up, Lace? Okay, instant parry. Okay, instantly off to a great start. I've played too much Lost Lace to be playing Scaredy. I'm too used to not being allowed to counter that dash. Oh man. Come on, I thought I parried that. I can't wait to get Warding Bell in far fields. In like 2 minutes. Let's heal real quick. Let's just play it safe. That does 2? That's actually... It's actually so pathetic that Lace does 1 damage for most of her attacks. I don't know why I'm not dashing. I kind of entirely forgot that I have dash now. I actually get to have fun in the game now. I gotta get used to this. I get used to fun being allowed. Alright, I got it. I got her. I got her. This is one of the fights I actually first tried on my first playthrough. If I had fallen in the lava there, it would have been very funny. Come on. Man, I should have flexed on her by backflipping a bunch. I get used to dash. Honestly. Man, I'm glad I actually made some progress today. Journal entry. He doesn't even know what hit him. I almost feel bad doing that. Almost. Okay, that was pathetic. Come on. That was honestly pathetic by me. That was so clean. Holy. Never even stood a chance. That was actually a marginally scary encounter. I should be a lot more careful, but that's not the way I roll, you know? Okay, okay. Okay, buddy, old pal. Alright, mate. Come on. Alright, we got it. We got it. I'm excited to get Warding Bell. Warding Bell makes me feel safe and warm and fuzzy inside. It's actually a tough timing to do that jump. That jump is quite hard to time. Actually not Swedish. Sorry, I'm posing. I'm posing as a Swede. I'm a Sweeaboo. I'm a Nordaboo. Like a weeaboo, but for the Nordics. I guess you could have guessed that by the terminology. You did not have explained my joke. Actually, you know, I had to explain the joke. But what if you didn't get it? It was rather complex humor-wise, wasn't it? Alright, let's get this. Hey, let's get it. I don't think I want to be here. Right? Yeah, I don't think I want to be here. I think there's an area we want to visit later. When you've got slightly better equipment. Okay, that was awesome. Here's the thing. Falling in the lava and getting hit by this guy brings you down to 1 HP. It's actually kind of scary. Like, you need to be careful around the lava. It can mess you up. Was that seriously just like 16 beast shards? It's not that many. Oh, wow. Okay, that was marginally scary. Come on, little guy. Come on, little buddy, old pal. Wait, wasn't there another one I could break? Wait, I think. Okay, okay. You need to be goated at timing. Or you need to just get the Drifter's Cloak like we're about to anyways. No, who needs the Drifter's Cloak? Fourth chorus is so much style over substance, it's crazy. Fourth chorus seems like it should be really hard, right? It really isn't. That was bad. Oh, okay, I definitely don't want to be hit by that right out of the gate. Right after falling into the lava, getting hit by the double damage attack. No siree, I do not want that for me. That rhymed. What's up? Madonna. She's really into old-timey American pop artists. Ha ha. Ha ha. What a funny laugh. It's just a cloak and combat tutorial. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, oh wait. Oh wow. You're right. Fourth chorus really is just a combat tutorial and a cloak one. But still, it's like shown in the trailers. It looks so cool. Also, you know, first time I fought fourth chorus, I was thinking, I was like, oh my god, what is happening? Because I thought like maybe I'd entered through a different area. I thought I'd missed this boss on my way to get Drifter's Cloak, and then I defeat him and I see there's no reward, and I was like, what? Like, did I just fight him for no reason there? It's a very funny thing. I start Googling fourth chorus reward, which is kind of funny. And you know it's funny if I say that it is. Stop trying to headbutt me. Ooh. Okay. Apparently there's just a spine core up here. Damn, I caught that. I'm kind of goated with the sauce. Yeah, unfortunately you get the needle in later, because I would get the hell out of the sprint boots. I love the sprint boots, man. I think they're like a silk speed anklet or something. No, I love them. I never unequipped that either. We're so rich. I could afford just about everything. Just about anything is what the saying is actually supposed to sound like. If you're able to speak. Get fucked, idiot. No, I wanted to be so cool. I wanted to triple bounce on him. Really love the belt, the knockback one. Oh, you mean the steady body? I know it's like we're about to obtain it. I've never really been into it because I'm used to getting knockback when hitting enemies. So me not getting knocked back actually caused me to get hit more. It's kind of a funny one. Oh wow, that was kind of scary. Okay, goodbye. Actually, wait, the spine actually stayed with me? Very surprising development. No! I think it's unfortunate. They made the amount of spines you have to gather just slightly too high. You know, they made it just so slightly that you actually have to farm for them instead of just like collect them by defeating every enemy. Is this enough? I actually don't know how many I have. I do have enough. Alright, lock in. And by lock in, I mean don't fall into the lava. Whee! Can't wait to have 50 dialogue boxes. But after that, I'm gonna have Drifter's Cloak. Alright, let's get to the next boss. Qu'est-ce qu'on mêle? I love Drifter's Cloak. Honestly, I think that's one of the things that I found quite unfortunate when I got Fade Down Cloak, the double jump, is that like you can't easily use the Drifter's Cloak anymore. Some of the platforming sections actually get harder once you have the double jump, in my opinion. You think the number is fine as you'd usually go upwards and left? I guess that's fair. Alright. That's fine. Or, it's fine. That's fine. Like in that sound clip, she really sounds like she's speaking English there. Alright. Let's go a little bit of a different path. Is there a secret path here? No. There's never a secret path. Whee! I started drifting way too late there. These are always marginally scary. I love the Drifter's Cloak sprite so much. It's so silly. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay, pal. Are you being serious right now, or are you pulling my leg? That's unfortunate. Oh! Okay. It's like this is so easy, I just keep forgetting to glide. That's actually like... Can you even... Oh yeah, you're supposed to activate the block underneath here. I'm sorry, I'm literally playing it like a mobile game ad. No! I'm supposed to glide. Why is my brain just entirely just like shut off? Like I really decided, you know, computer turn off for the day. Oh wait, I did not think I'd activated that. All right. Whee! Let's get hit by the explosion. A mask shard. A big fan of those. I'd appreciate getting another mask shard, really. People complain and they're like, oh, if you get the first mask upgrade, it doesn't matter because all the enemies do double damage anyways. Which seems like a good argument until you realize if you do one singular heal, you're suddenly able to take 2 more hits. So, you know, it does make a difference. Alright, what's up, 4th chorus? It's random that there's just one here, considering the other ones are with the Architect and the Underworks. This fight just takes 5 bajillion years. Oh wow, okay, she got me there. She got me there again. Maybe I should be marginally careful. Instead of being entirely overconfident, actually wait for good times to heal. What, that hit me? Okay, I actually need to heal right now. What the hell? Dude, those come out way faster than I remember. Okay, I actually made the stream exciting, 4th chorus. Can those platforms return, please? Yeah, dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe I died to 4th chorus. I got a little bit overconfident there. The downward slaps had a way bigger hitbox than I had anticipated. Damn. 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 Alright, back to square one. It's fine. You know, we beat our record. You know, last stream I set a record, and this stream I got further. Next stream I'll get even further. And we're just gonna do those marginal increments. Now I'm thinking through it. You know, if I die on like every boss, it's gonna take a while. No, it's fine. Do I do another one? I don't think it's worth doing another one considering I've been streaming for an hour. If I died earlier, it would have been worth it. But right now? Damn. Alright, let's remove this. Alright. I think... By the way, this is the save file, the speedrun save file that I did today. You see, 1 hour and 3 minutes. So I played on this save file for less time than I did the Steel Soul one. But I am actually further. It's crazy what not being scared of anything does to you, right? Like, you can just play so cocky and get away with it. But if you're scared, you get hit by random things and you start choking. Anyways, I think that's it for tonight's stream. I know it's just been a short one, just an hour, but you know. Alright, I think I might stream not tomorrow, but on Monday, probably. I'll have to look into it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. And I do have a Discord server where I do announce all the streams. So fourth course is a pin lodged between body and head before it wakes up. You see the seamstress struck it down, so maybe it was sent to eliminate her. Damn, the Citadel was scared of the seamstress? Just the old lady who's knitting? I know she's like the other pin master. But you know, the old lady knitting? That's who we're scared of now? Seems a bit paranoid. I guess that is the whole thing of the Citadel, is that they're paranoid. Alright. With all that said, the name's been Mycromator. Be sure to like the stream if you haven't, subscribe, join the Discord if you want to. And with all that said, the name's been Mycromator. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care, and bye. See ya.